Question 22, you're asked to present a stem and leaf plot. In the first instance, using stems, sometimes leaves, of 10 units. In the second instance, that of 5. Now, I imagine that you can find the data pretty readily, but when we're organising this data, you'll find if the data is kind of grouped together a little tighter in groups of 10, it can help distribute the data and look at trends if you use smaller units. So notice here I've got a key, 0/4 in my key, the stem, 0, the leaf 4 represents 4%. Please notice as you're doing this, try to keep your numbers and the leaf, units in the leaf, nice and even so people can follow what you're doing. So you can see here by keeping the numbers relatively evenly distributed, I can see that the vast majority of fat content sits between 12 to 18%, but I would like to see a bit more of a distribution there. So what I'm going to do by changing the appearance of my stem plot is to see how it's divided up and see if there's a hint of a bit of a distribution, a trend if you like. So what I do here, once we're dealing with 5 units, that will mean that anywhere between 0 and 10 could fit into 2 groups. So 0, 0, or 0%, all the way through to 9%, I've got to break it up. So what I use 0 and 0 star. That will represent the 5 through the 9, this the 1 through the 4, or 0 through the 4. Now because I go up to 25, I'll also have to include 2 star. Bit of a clue here, when I'm keying this out or using a key, I'll give an example of the star setting. So 0 star 5 will be equal to a fat content of 5%. I'll just put the numbers through now. So you can see with this distribution, I've spread things out a little bit, and casting the eye over the grouping, we would say the data is slightly skewed right. More data appearing perhaps the lower fat contents.